Doris Ogala has gone mad. Oh. The question is she wake up mad? She didn't just wake up mad. Whether you believe it or not, the story didn't end when the affair ended. It ended when silence chose a side. According to Doris, this wasn't just an affair. She didn't just lose a relationship. It was a decision that made her lose her marriage, her peace, and eventually her reputation. While the man she said promised her everything moved on publicly. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit on that bell notification button. In this video, I'm not going to be telling you rumors. I'm going to be telling you Doris' version of events and exactly how she says it happened and why she believes she was discarded for someone else under circumstances that shocked even herself. According to Doris' own account online, her relationship with Pastor Chris didn't just begin as a reckless affair or a casual fling. She has said repeatedly that as at the time they became close, she was already emotionally dissatisfied with her own marriage. She described herself as vulnerable, searching for understanding and craving emotional connection.
While I was in marriage, when I was depressed. Someone who her husband beats, my husband would go out, come back in the middle of the night by 2-3 a.m. I'll serve him food. I'll go to his pocket. I will see hotel receipts. So it was that bad that he was really beating me. My marriage wasn't a good one, and that I will tell you for free. And I will always find peace talking to Chris because he was my ex too. I was already married, and Chris also always tell me I love you.
If you at any time sleep with Pastor Chris while you were still with your husband?
No.
She claimed Pastor Chris entered her life during this period, not forcefully, not aggressively, but as someone who listened, reassured and made her feel seen. She has openly said her involvement with Pastor Chris influenced her decision to leave her marriage. Not because she was commanded to, but because she believed she was stepping into a future that felt more meaningful and secured. From her perspective, she wasn't destroying her life. She thought she was choosing love. Now let's get to the part that made her explode online. Doris alleged that this is strictly her claim. Pastor Chris went on to marry another woman shortly after ending things with her.
It's by divine orchestration. It was something that would have never happened by human efforts. God actually put us together.
But therefore, God, let no man put asunder. I, therefore, Matthew Asimolo, as a minister of the gospel, pronounce you, Christian,
She further alleged that this woman is somebody Pastor Chris has previously been involved with under disturbing circumstances, including an allegation of sexual assault, which Doris herself claims she was aware of.
People are posting the wedding. They are telling me, the man has done wedding, and look at his wife, blah blah blah. Okay, you guys don't know anything. You guys don't know anything that is going on. That man, that girl, and got that girl pregnant. The mother of that girl, now the choir coordinator, they insisted that he had to marry the girl, else they would disgrace and expose him. You guys don't know what is going on. That girl is pregnant. That girl is pregnant. The mother is the coordinator, is a choir coordinator in that church. You guys don't know what is going on.
But note, these are allegations made by Doris. They are not proven fact and they have not been legally confirmed. My question is, you know this about this person, then why do you still choose to be with this person? Or why are you still fighting to be with this person? Doris said this revelation shattered her emotionally, not because Pastor Chris moved on, but because she felt replaced by someone she believed represented a moral contradiction. The problem started when the connection ended. No clarity, no closure, just distance and silence. And for Doris, silence felt like a betrayal. Doris feels cheated on, not just us. And this is where a lot of commentary misses the point. She's not acting like someone who just had her feelings hurt. She's acting because she felt misled.
Chris Okafor, no. No, Chris, this marriage will not work. You who are you leaving me for? After all, after everything, you think you can just marry? No, now, Chris Okafor, it will not work. After destroying my life, do you know I'm barely surviving? Was I like this when you met me? Can't the people say that I'm not okay? You know what they come? If you like, tell me anything you want to tell me. This did a lot though. You carried my your pregnancy I had for you. You brought it down to the world and said, then who do you want to leave me for? Chris? No, Chris, it will not work. Not now. No. You have to am I leaving for now? You have taken everything away from me. You took away the only brother that I live with.
In her own word too, she believed she was made to feel important. She was given assurance which implied protection and continuity, and she trusted she would not be left exposed.
I'm not afraid of Chris suing me because I am also suing him already.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I am suing him already. He promised me marriage, and that's the crime in the law. He left me for another woman.
Okay.
I have proof. I have my evidence. You will hear from my lawyer very soon.
Okay. Yes.
So when the relationship ended and the story went public without an input, without a side, without any acknowledgement, she felt sacrificed. So it looked like when things were private, I mattered. But when it became inconvenient, I was erased, and that emotional switch broke her. At first, she didn't say anything. She watched blog run stories. She saw narrative form. She saw herself being reduced to that woman. The more Pastor Chris was silent, the more she felt the entire burden of shame was pushed onto her. And let's be honest, silence from a powerful person like Pastor Chris feels like denial, feels like dismissal, feels like it was rewriting history without her. So she started talking. At first it sounded like explanation, then it sounded like frustration, anger, and now it sounded like somebody that's emotionally drowning but grabbing at anything just to stay visible. And do you know something? Her rants are not clean because they are not strategic. They are emotional release, and that is exactly why it's hurting her. Doris has not dropped one minute expose. What she has done is leak meaning, and she has repeatedly pushed against the idea that she is lying, she imagined everything, she benefited financially, she has incited herself into a powerful man's life. She claimed that she knows more than the public, and there are conversations and moments she chooses not to reveal. And she claimed that she stayed quiet longer than people think. She feels manipulated and not malicious. Whether people believe it or not, she feels the truth is being buried under silence. In my own opinion, I don't think Doris is lying about being emotionally affected by something real. I do think that she's losing her credibility because of how she's expressing it. And I don't think Pastor Chris is totally or completely innocent of these consequences. He's just shielded by power, structure, and time. This is not about who is good or bad. This is about what happens when power withdraws without closure, when vulnerability refuses to stay quiet, and the internet turns pain into entertainment. If Doris keeps speaking emotionally, she risks being dismissed. Even if part of her story are true, she's no longer fighting for the truth. She's fighting to stay relevant in her own story. And here is the part people don't say out loud. Her emotion is beginning to overshadow her message. Instead of people asking what happened to her, they are asking, why can she not let go? And that shift is dangerous. Once the public categorizes you as unstable, your truth, even though it is valid, becomes irrelevant. Sympathy will turn to irritation, curiosity will turn to mockery. And what? Internet do not forget tone. Even if facts changes later, screenshots do not. Doris is slowly being boxed into a single woman identity. That woman who won't stop talking, and that label can follow her for years. The internet is no longer listening for facts. They are judging her tone, and the more she keeps speaking emotionally, the less credible she appears to the public. And her life has become defined by this saga. If Pastor Chris remains silent indefinitely, it makes the story mutating beyond control. While he appears untouched publicly, the allegation, even when unproven, carries weight in religious spaces. In religious spaces, people listen differently. Trust becomes cautious. Admiration becomes conditional. Silence protects institution in short term, but keeps the story alive. Every time Doris posts, the silence becomes louder. And to Pastor Chris' silence, if the silence continues long enough, the silence will stop looking like protection and start looking like avoidance. Silence may work temporarily, but stories like this do not disappear. They linger quietly and resurface when you least expect it. Right now, both of them are losing something. Doris is losing public credibility. Pastor Chris is losing unquestioned moral authority, just at different speed. The story is no longer about what happened between two people. It's about who is protected, who is believed, and who pays the emotional price for private relationships that collapse under public power. And until either restraint or accountability shows up, the situation won't heal. It only hardens. After listening to Doris' side of the story, do you believe she was genuinely misled, or do you believe she made choices she regrets and is now struggling to live with? Let me know your answer in the comment section below. With that being said, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more updates and trending topics. Until then, I will be seeing you in my next episode.